Programming of WSKB is provided by Comcast and Xfinity.com, offering Xfinity TV, Internet, home phone, and home security services. Information on all that Xfinity has to offer in the Westfield area is available online at Xfinity.com. Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Barnes & Noble College Bookstore in the Ely Campus Center, offering Westfield State t-shirts, sweatshirts, and gift merchandise, all of your academic needs, and offering textbook materials in new, used, ebook, and rental formats. Available at the bookstore on campus or online at westfieldstate.bncollege.com.
It's Tuesday morning from 6 till 8. Wow, it's Tuesday with Bob Plass.
Community Radio
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 at 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
811. Hold on. Places. 811 and a quarter.
All right. Okay.
Here on this 13th day of October in the year 2020. Anno Domini, you leave
could have
here.
made it to the half.
You leave here for 2 weeks, and everybody forgets how everything works here.
I know. We forget to sit down on time. Hey. Welcome home. Welcome back.
Welcome out of quarantine.
And, I didn't have to wait the 14 days that Tall Duval said either. All right?
Neither did I.
No, because I got my get-out-of-jail-free card right here.
Yep. Whoa. Me too.
I had one done, too.
I may do one weekly just to make sure I'm still alive.
Do you have any doubts, Peter?
Yeah, sometimes I do. I'm tired.
And you know what?
I worked harder at home in quarantine than I did when I come down here.
Just try breathing into a mirror. That's all.
Ah, good.
Nah, that's not even good enough.
When you're in a quarantine, do you have to? You can't leave the house at all? Is that what?
That's what's supposed to happen? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
I
Bob,
did.
I think you get the mail.
And Bob, that's why you made that delivery of my
scarecrow.
I did a curbside pickup of groceries because I needed groceries.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, Pete and I were very good about it.
Yeah, we complied with the order. I checked in with the health department. I had to get cleared by the health department just to come back to work.
Wow.
But that's a story to talk about later on.
I'll keep my big mouth shut.
Probably whilst Bob is on his way to go see Regis and Kathy Lee.
Yeah.
Time warp.
8:13 and a half. This is the den. Ken's den.
Oh, no. He said 2
The views
weeks.
expressed by the presenter during his monologue are those solely of his own, not those of Westfield State University, the radio club, our underwriters, or those listening in the UK. And now...
Just because you did that.
Yes.
All right, I already
now
had
you can't find it up.
I already had it queued up for later on.
Okay.
This is Peter Griffin, and you're listening to Book Talk on WRNI. Today we'll be discussing Bret Easton Ellis's popular work, Less Than Zero, a tale of privilege, detachment, and youthful alienation.
Splendid. Splendid.
But first, a word from our sponsor.
That's them drinking Mountain
Golden
Dew.
Soda Biscuits.
Peter, that's
I'm
splendid.
enjoying one right now.
That's them having his Pringles.
I don't know if I go in my diapers. Peter, it's splendid. That's pretty good Stewie.
Oh.
All right, that'll be enough out of Peter.
You've had 2 weeks to think this all through. I'm very frightened.
The internet wasn't that good in the hotel room. When did you have time to do that? This is a take on.
That concludes today's session of Book Talk. Tune in
Sweat
tomorrow
house.
when we will look at John Kennedy Toole's unheralded early work, The Neon Bible.
I, on the other hand, had great internet at the hotel and had plenty of time in my hand because it was off season and it was COVID time down in Chincoteague.
We kind of stayed to ourselves.
Yeah. But you know what?
What's going on, Ken?
So Pete had his new car for the drive down to Virginia.
Uh-huh.
Yep. This is going to be a flashback to our trip down to the Old Dominion, as well as a few days into the trip. The end of the trip and the drive back is a tale for another time. So as I was saying, Pete had his new car for the drive down to Virginia. And I should clarify, new to Pete. It was not a new car. It still had the new car smell. Obviously, this was an artificial added scent. Now, on top of my allergies, I also have chemical sensitivity.
Oh, no.
Chemical sensitivity is exactly as it sounds. Some elements in the air may find myself having a reaction similar to allergies. Sniffling. Hacking. Right, Pete?
Yep.
In some cases with perfume or cologne. It even goes so far as to cause a gag reflex.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Right, Pete?
Yep.
Needless to say, it can cause issues with social functions. So the new car smell that Pete so loves, all right, it's a catalyst for my chemical sensitivity. But after a few miles, I was able to acclimate every single time I got back into the car. I was able to acclimate because the levels were constant and my olfactory system was able to compensate. That is, until the air was turned on. The new car magic was concentrated inside the ductwork. Go ahead, you can figure out how the next few miles went. Luckily, this was something that didn't happen constantly, and we were able to deal with it. Speaking of odors, you would figure that I would have been floating air biscuits within an hour of driving west of the Massachusetts Green Stamp. Nope. I'm glad that old Pete was able to christen his new car himself. Now, the gentleman he is, he said, whoops, and opened his window. How kind, right? How righteous, right?
Yeah.
Well, the FOB kept the window open long enough for him to not smell the stink. Window goes up, and I get nailed with it in the co-pilot seat. I guess it was getting even for all my issues in the past.
Your window did work, damn it.
While as we were going down the highway, Pete made mention of how awesome the leaves are looking in the Berkshires. We all know what leaf changing means, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, winter is soon to be upon us. Why is this guy being so mean to me? Saying and doing all of these hurtful things. A few hours down the road, it was time for the Patriots game to be on XM radio. It was not part of the package that was currently loaded on the radio.
Actually,
no.
well,
Yeah, we had technicality here. Pete said, I need to get my football. If I don't get my football, I'm going to get pissed and angry. And although he didn't, I could picture him turning green, busting out of his shirt and saying, you won't like me when I'm angry. The Santa Fe was pulled over on the highway somewhere in New Jersey so Pete could change the programming on the satellite radio.
No.
it's true, yeah.
Oh, that's dedication, Peter.
The game came on. The next hour or so was uneventful until a Mopar Cruising Club came up behind us.
Uh-oh.
Hemi Chargers,
Uh-oh.
decked out Challengers, whipping by us. For some reason, Pete thought he could keep up with a 550-horse power Dodge Wildcat and push the pedal down to the wood.
Ooh.
He quickly realized, just like Locutus of Borg, that his actions were futile. He's nailing the sound effects, and he did not review this.
No.
Ooh.
Pretty
He
good.
just remembers the trip. The rest of the drive was normal. Well, normal for us.
Okay. Good qualification.
We got into Virginia without incident or road rage. Within hours of being on the island, they delayed the launch of NG-14 2 days due to weather.
This is Cock and Locker.
I'm now stuck at the hotel, basically, for 2 days on a boring island.
To you.
Last year, a tropical storm was on us for 2 days, and the desk clerk at the hotel pretty much said, off-season and bad weather, the only thing to do on Chincoteague is sleep or drink.
Oh, I know where this is going.
I actually did some day napping. but I made sure to wait until at least 4 o'clock to get into my wine box.
We got to go off the island for that. Little price gouging.
Yeah. Oh.
Actually, it was the best price I ever paid for that box of wine.
Yeah, off the island, right?
Yeah. You know, several of the mornings we went out for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
At this one place where we have been to several times, they were really, really overreacting to COVID, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
All right? We always got everything in normal glassware and plates. Pete's coffee and my water came out in styrofoam cups.
Love that PFOA.
It was just so strange to see one of those things.
Yeah.
All right? Omelets came out on paper plates and each had a plastic knife and fork.
Oh my. Oh my.
I was going to ask if water on the island didn't get hot enough to properly clean dishes in a commercial dishwasher. But I decided not to make an awkward situation worse.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, they would have denied bathroom privileges the next day.
Oh.
You know, that's in part 2 or part 3.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's part 3. Yeah, I don't have to write any of these for the next month.
He's good, yeah.
Oh no.
Having needed to spend some extra time in the hotel room, I was starting to miss things. Like a DVR. Many times I wanted to rewind live television, but I couldn't. Bob, I also started to miss my Toto Washalet.
Toto Washalet.
Oh.
Toto. Oh.
Bob, you're
That.
slipping.
I started to understand the great toilet paper pandemic of 2020 because of that. My God, it does not take much to go through a roll of this stuff.
Oh no. Because you're so used to that cleaning thing that you've got on your toilet at home.
Kathy, you will like this.
I'm waiting.
Less than half a week into the trip, Pete was talking about some tasks he needed to do later on during the day, and he used the word whilst.
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 Did you use it correct?
Whilst.
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 I did use it correctly.
Whilst.
While.
Whilst.
All right.
Why are you
Stewie.
saying it that way?
Whilst.
Stewie.
You know, I turned and looked at him, and I said, "What did you say?" And he said, "Whilst."
Whilst.
That's supposed to be my thing. We did take a drive out to the Assateague National Seashore.
Yes.
It was actually a nice area, and the beach looked awesome as well. Too bad I didn't pack my purple Speedo.
Oh.
Ouch.
We snapped a few photos and left.
Of horses, right?
No,
Is that-
there was no horses on the beach.
Oh, there. Okay.
And yes, I mentioned all that just so I could say Assateague. Pete, you know, you're late on that one.
Nope. I was gonna leave that one hang out there.
Good man.
You know, I wrote this close to midweek, just before the presidential debate. Just because I knew there was going to be a need for a part 2. And there's a part 2 and a part 3. And it's not just because of the 2 clowns here and not the 2 clowns that were on the debate.
True enough.
And part 1. Let's pay our bills. We'll be back right
Wow.
after this.
Trucking, got my chips cashed in, keep trucking, like the Doodah Man. Together, more or less in line, just keep trucking on. flashing marquees out on Main Street. Chicago, New York, Detroit, and it's all on the same street. A typical city involved in a typical daydream. Hang it up and see what tomorrow brings. Dallas got a soft machine. Houston, too close to New Orleans. New York got the ways and means and just won't let you be. Most of the cats that you meet on the street speak of true love. Most of the time they're sitting and crying at home. One of these days they know they gotta get going. Out of the door and down to the street all alone. Chugging like a doodah man once told me you got to pay your hand. Sometimes the cards ain't worth a dime if you don't lay 'em down. Sometimes the light's all shining on me. Other times I can barely see. Lately it occurs to me. What a long, strange trip it's been. What in the world ever became of Sweet Jane? She lost her sparkle, you know she isn't the same. Living on reds, vitamin C and cocaine. All a friend can say is ain't it a shame? Trucking up to Buffalo, been thinking you got to mellow slow. It takes time to pick a place to go and just keep trucking on. Sitting and staring out of the hotel window. Got a tip they're gonna kick the door in again. I'd like to get some sleep before I travel, but if you got a warrant, I guess you're gonna come in. Busted down on Bourbon Street, set up like a bowling pin. Knocked down, it gets to wearing thin. It just won't let you be. You're sick of hanging around and you like to travel. Get tired of traveling, you wanna settle down. I guess I can't revoke your soul for trying. Get out of the door, light out and look all around. Sometimes the light's all shining on me. Other times I can barely see. Lately it occurs to me. What a long, strange trip it's been. Trucking, I'm going home. Whoa, whoa, baby, back where I belong. Back home, sit down and patch my bones and get back trucking. Oh, 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 oh.
Underwriting is brought to you by Boise Cascade Distribution, providing products and services needed for building material dealers, home improvement centers, and industrial customers. They offer everything from engineered wood and plywood to Drex decking and railing, James Hardie siding, and Advantech subfloor. Located at 33 Fowler Street Extension in Westfield and on the web at bc.com, they are committed to providing quality products, great service, convenience, and value.
Hi, it's Bob Plass, and I have, wow, it's Tuesday, every Tuesday, 6 to 8. Wow, it's Tuesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
I did it.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Peter, you've been fiddling with that ham radio for 7 weeks. Take a shower.
I can barely get any reception on this stupid thing. So far, the only station that comes in is some British guys reading news from places I'm not sure exist.
Today, in Kazakhstan, a peaceful demonstration turned to bloodshed as members of the Tuzili tribe flooded Kenpao Square in remembrance of the 3rd anniversary of the Holmesburg massacre. But finally, some good news out of neighboring Kanduzi, as locals there have reached an uneasy alliance with the bordering Trolika Bubsy Wubsy Dal. And now with sports, here's Frampel Tromwibbler.
From the world of sport, the Cointon Spinky Wampers flumped the Floing Boing Welfenklompers 70 fluff to 40 flabe. At the tone, the time will be 26 Railroad.
I'm not sure about any of that.
That's cute.
I just so happen to have this new stuff on the perfect day to play that.
That's cute.
That's good.
It
So
was
good.
perfect. I will go along with that. You're right.
I never have seen The Family Guy. That is really so wonderful, for your information.
All right.
It's so
Peter,
wonderful
here we
that
go.
you've never seen it.
I've never seen it. I got to watch this Family Guy.
It's
Bob,
only
you
been
need to-
on since '99.
I
know you need to
know.
binge watch it, Bob.
I could. I'm going to. That's what's his
Bob?
name? Seth MacFarlane?
I've
Yes.
never watched it.
You haven't either? Okay. But we have watched Big Brother.
You have watched Big Brother.
How did you like that segue, huh? Oh, Pete, I got to tell you, they moved.
Okay, Kathy.
They moved.
You're not questioning that.
Moved Big Brother from Sunday night to Monday night.
Kathy caught that.
What was that?
Why'd they move it?
What
Oh,
was-
because of football.
I didn't hear it.
They want an
What?
audience.
You called me Pete.
Yep.
Oh, I called you Pete?
Yep.
Oh,
That's an insult to Pete.
oh my God! I didn't even realize that. I think my mind is going. Oh,
Going.
Kenny.
Going.
After I filmed you this weekend in one take, Pete, one take it took for Bob to do the last promo.
I heard.
And I
He
also
thinks he's Ray Herschel now.
And I also transferred all of his photos from his phone to his new laptop.
Oh, my God.
And now he
That is-
sits here and calls me Pete
All right.
and insults you.
Oh, please forgive me. Here, Kenny.
Well, that's the story of my life. No respect.
Let me loosen my collar. Let me loosen my tie there, Rodney Dangerfield style. Well, they moved Big Brother from Sunday to Monday, and I forgot that it was on Monday. So I didn't see this week's episode. However, believe it or not, but I did see a little thing in my phone that said that possibly there may be a showmance going on between between Christmas and Thanksgiving. What's his name?
I thought they were all married.
No. Christmas is a single mom, and the Memphis is a divorced dad. So, have you noticed anything going on between Christmas and Memphis?
They're aligned together in part of the Wise Guys.
I got it. Yes, but there's been no hanky panky. You watch?
No.
So they're just trying to make the show better because it's been a stinking season.
Yeah, and you don't know who HOH is.
I don't know who HOH is.
Oh, well, that doesn't help us out with this conversation.
Okay, so we can't talk about anything about
Yes, you
Big
can.
Brother. Yeah, can.
Fill him in.
Oh no.
It's
no,
not. It's not his problem that you're not paying attention this time, Bob.
Oh, okay. You want to give me a clue, or do you want? But I'm gonna watch it anyway. No, I'm not gonna watch it anyway if I know the answer. You know, they're stretching out these conversations on this show, everybody.
That's because the show stinks.
15, 20 minutes on the same thing. It's boring.
Do you know how you've expected everything all along like I have?
Yes, right.
Yeah, what happened with the HOH is no different.
Got it.
Yep.
So it's so boring. But how can they change it to make it less boring?
At this,
I mean,
at
Have
this
somebody
point,
get COVID.
At this point, there's no hope.
there's no hope.
Have somebody get COVID.
No, yeah, well, I think that's true. If somebody got sick on the show, but there's not any.
create
Everybody's
some
healthy
drama.
this show. You know how they always send somebody off who during the year that goes to the hospital and you're worried about them and all.
That's an
none of-
acute injury, though. That's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, there's been none of that.
I'd love to see them all come down with a cold, basically, and have that drama of COVID. They could play it up.
Well,
so
you know,
badly.
we have the jury house, but I'm sure they're locked down too.
Yeah.
They probably can't get the Rona.
Does this jury house get some play this week?
Yeah. Well, no. Last week they got a
They
decent
get-
amount of play.
Yeah, but they haven't got a lot. Usually they get a lot.
Yeah. Yesterday, no.
No.
It was just a very depressing HOH competition, and you may get a little sentimental. You might get a little teary-eyed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. And then the result from there, we know how the rest of the week is going to play out.
Yeah. So you know what the rest of the week is going to be by the end. Who is nominated and who they're going to put up. Oh, gosh. Okay. Well, let's talk about something else then.
Oh, you want to talk about something else?
Yeah. What do you want to talk?
Okay.
Oh no, you're kidding me. Is it coming back? American Horror Story. Is this the...
You recognize the theme, huh?
Yeah. Oh my God, I haven't listened to it in a long while.
This is actually the theme from the season titled Coven.
Coven.
Okay, Bob.
Coven.
At least you didn't say okay, Pete.
Yeah.
Okay, Boomer.
All right, Boomer. Yeah. Coven. Okay. Gotcha. Is it coming back? When is it coming back? And what is it going to be like? Ooh.
We will not be seeing American Horror Story in 2020.
No. They haven't filmed it?
They supposedly are starting to film this month.
Yes. Somebody's coughing here.
Somebody has the Rona. Take them out back and shoot them.
No. So they haven't begun. They've started shooting.
I don't wear my mask so I can keep this LTC thing contained here because, technically you can't carry LTC whilst masked. So that's just another way of them messing around with our Second Amendment right.
I don't even know what LTC is.
License to carry.
Oh, gods.
Here, you can use my my 9 mil to take care of that person whoever's coughing.
Right. Oh, please.
No, it's a school.
Please.
It's a school. I don't have one.
Joke.
With me. Come on.
It's a joke.
You don't have a license.
It's a
joke.
All right. So the American Horror Story, they haven't filmed.
They decided not to film this spring when they usually film because of the Rona.
I get it.
So supposedly they're starting to film this month, but we are not going to see American Horror Story until 2021. I can tell you that Evan Peters is back.
Good news.
And Sarah Paulson is going to be back too.
Is she a little overexposed now that she's... James wanted to watch Ratchet the other night, the Nurse Ratchet series. Have you seen it at all?
No, that one looks good.
So maybe we should start watching that?
I don't think I get that channel. I think that's on the same channel that was on that Hot in Providence or Hot in Provincetown. That I don't get.
Oh yeah,
I know
that clinker.
Oh, that.
Oh,
it turned bad.
Oh, it was really awful. That the Provincetown one. Hightown. It was.
Hightown.
I stopped watching it.
Oh,
I hate it. I hate it.
Was that on Vice or something?
No, Showtime. I think.
Was it Showtime?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a show about like the real housewives of Providence.
No.
No.
No, it was about
Provincetown.
The tethering between the law and doing good and doing bad, and they teased us with the first episode, and I'm like, oh, you know what? This seems pretty cool.
That's right.
And it looked pretty cool in that first episode.
Yeah. Well,
but I couldn't watch any more of them. All right, so
that's the killer. That they try to get the teaser or the free episode gets you there. You know.
And that's the only good thing about it.
Oh yeah. Hey, well, it reminds me of my insurance. Get this, my I have an optimal. What do you, Kathy? What do you call optimal? No, not. It begins with O, and it's life insurance that's outside of the regular life insurance you have. It's not optimal, but at any rate. So I get this thing. I've been paying $404 for my optional life insurance. Okay, from the state. It's going up from $404 now that I'm turning 75 to $1,800 a month.
Oh my God. No.
$1,800 a month?
$1,800 a month.
No.
Are you talking about life insurance?
Life insurance. And this is how they get you. I was paying $404 for this policy. Then you reach a certain age, and then they say it's gonna be $1,800.
That should be a year.
No, it's a month. I'm sorry. I lied. It was $1,185. $1,100. I got the 8 in wrong. So $1,185. But $1,185. That's like $15,000 a year for a life insurance policy, and so I either have to cancel it or reduce it, and so I'm canceling it after paying all of that money.
Cashed it in.
Yeah, you can cash it in.
Yeah,
No, you can't. No, it's
You
not.
can't cash it in?
It's not a term?
There's no life insurance. When life insurance is, you're betting against whether you're going to be
You can
dead or
cash,
alive.
cash in on a
yes,
life
but
insurance.
There's got to be cash value to it somewhere, Bob.
You put money in there so you yourself have equity in your life insurance policy, and you can get in touch with a company. You can buy back some of that money. I've done it with my kids. I had life insurance on my kids, and then they hit a certain age, and they moved away. They didn't care, and they.
So
got,
I'm going to get some of that money back.
Yeah,
you can cash it out.
The thing is, though,
Yes.
you're at a certain level of benefit right now.
Yes.
So if you take money out, your benefit goes down with that as well.
Yeah.
And it never goes back up because it goes back down to that
Yeah, but he
low
wants
level.
to cancel the
So
policy.
what you do is you don't take part of it out. You take all of it out.
Yeah, you cancel it.
Yeah, I'm taking
Bob,
Roll it into a 401k.
You're going to be gone anyway. You're not going to care.
Yeah, spend the money. Pay off your car.
I said, James, you're not getting the money. This was for this. I'm not paying this money to have you.
I love when Bob pivots.
Can you imagine $12,000 a year?
Yeah.
Cash in your policy.
Cash it in.
Go see a different James that we all know, and prepay for something, and then keep the rest of the money for yourself.
Thank you. And maybe I'll buy you a gift. Yeah, what do you got there for me?
Bob's pivoting on me.
Oh, I'll buy you a gift, Peter.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah, what?
That'll be $50, please.
Financial information.
I'll leave it on the way out. Thank you, Doctor. Oh, God. Hey, I got to take off to see Kelly and Ryan today. Yeah.
This is the guy who,
You
when
guys are really on it today.
this is the guy when I first took over and I started to do little sound effects.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh no, I just don't do it. I think they're lousy. I think they're
I only do it
cheap.
on
I think
certain
they're
shows."
stupid." And now he's running circles around me.
I feel like I'm supposed to be doing something here, pressing a button.
Oh, well, what's your favorite one that we hear here?
That
It's
they
the
do?
most wonderful time of the year.
Oh, I love that. I can see him skating.
And from all of us here, happy holidays.
AtomicRadio.us.
Oh, Bob, don't leave me, please.
No.
Don't leave.
Wait a minute. Was that something to do with Christmas?
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
That's your favorite. My favorite is Mrs. Cockenlacker. I want to hear Mrs. Cockenlacker again.
That's on his machine.
I want to hear Mrs. Cockenlacker.
Mrs. Cockenlocker.
That's my favorite. At any rate, I'm going.
No.
Yeah,
no.
Kathy, you're on your own.
Chip, you know what? You just made the list.
Oh, and speaking of the list,
no.
Bob.
Oh, yeah.
At 9:00, we were playing Making the List.
Today?
Without you.
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, why?
Why? So we can
That's a
keep
good why.
social distance.
Mm.
Actually, I'm doing Hope a favor. She was really into Van Halen. And we're doing a Best Van Halen mini making the list here between the four of us.
I love that because I know nothing about Van Halen. I played a Van Halen song. I knew he was married to Valerie Bertinelli. I knew he was a great...
For a while.
For a while.
For a while.
Yeah.
They have a 20-something-year-old son.
Yeah, Wolfgang. Yeah, I watched...
who is actually now the bassist for Van Halen.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
He's very good, too. I watched a lot of the stuff yesterday just to sort of clue in. You know, when you didn't know Van Halen. Did you know Van Halen?
Oh, my God.
That, Kath?
I know who he was. Yeah.
Well, the band was called Van Halen.
Yeah, I know.
And was his brother? Were their brothers?
Alex.
Do you know how almost became the
Alex.
lead singer of Van Halen after David Lee Roth left?
Robert Plant.
Patty Smythe.
For a while,
Oh,
yeah.
really?
No, she was supposed. They had done something together, and they really wanted her, and it just didn't work out with her record company. I guess she couldn't get out of her contract.
Interesting.
So he ended up with Sammy.
Sammy Hagar was a good replacement. For
Excellent. Excellent replacement.
Well, I know the
Roth.
name.
Yeah.
I do know the name. I'm getting better at this, but you know, I listened to the ain't nothing about love. What was the one I played? Yeah. That's the one that I would probably put in making the list because it has such a great riff of guitar in it and stuff. It says ain't what is it called? Ain't something about love?
I don't know what you played.
It was something about
2 hours this morning passed by like a blink of the eye this morning.
Oh, it sure did. Sure did. Hey, did you notice I'm wearing an extra large shirt today?
I didn't check your tag. No.
You know why? I bought this for Scarecrow. I was telling Kathy, and then I looked at it. It said rayon and linen, and I thought I paid 99 cents for it.
That means you have to take it immediately out of the dryer.
Bauer. Yeah. It's Eddie Bauer, and so
not a bad shirt.
It's a big mother of a shirt, and I'm swimming in it.
Well, if we film you with that shirt, we don't have to worry about Bellygate again.
I have Hairgate on my latest commercial. There was something wrong with my hair on that commercial.
You got a mirror in your house. That's on you.
You're supposed to say when I'm not good looking.
Don't
go there. Don't go. Okay, I'm leaving. All right, bye. Thanks.
Hey, Bob.
Thank you. Yeah, what?
Movie this weekend?
Movie this weekend is Hocus Pocus. There may be some seats or some reservations available. They have only room for about 150 cars.
175.
175 cars. I know it was getting close. You got to call the Boys and Girls Club. It's 6:30 behind the Boys and Girls Club, but you got to make a reservation. And also the Scarecrow Trail and the Haunted House Tour. You can go to westfieldonweekends.com and see the map for the more than 150.
Actually, at westfieldonweekends.com, right at the top of the page, there's a little link you click, and that brings you to the Facebook event where all that information is listed.
Wonderful. And you can actually vote for your favorites. Witalitz, if you go to the Facebook page for Kathy Witalitz and Heather Witalitz. Witalitz and Associates, WITALICZ, I think it is. But it's on the website, and you can vote, and maybe you're Scarecrow. You can register it first and then vote for it, and maybe you win a prize.
Keep hanging out with me. You'll get better with those Polish names before you know it.
Yeah. Pierogi.
Gołąbki.
Droga Yacha Kohem.
Well, it's Moja Droga Yacha.
Oh, Moja Droga Yacha Kohem.
Hey, how about this? W Zinya.
I'll be seeing you.
Good day. Get out and volunteer.
Bye.
W Zinya.
Yeah. Donate to some great charity. Incidentally. Bye.
Pete.
You're not shy, you get around, you wanna fly.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Comcast and Xfinity.com, offering Xfinity TV, Internet, home phone, and home security services. Information on all that Xfinity has to offer in the Westfield area is available online at Xfinity.com. Underwriting for Community Radio on WSKB is brought to you in part by Rockies. Over 30 convenient locations throughout Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Florida. One of the nation's largest ACE dealers. Expertise and great product selection in paint, hardware, lawn and garden. That's Rockies. Rock solid service since 1926. On the web at Rockies.com.
Hi, it's Bob Plass, and I have Wow, It's Tuesday, every Tuesday, 6 to 8. Wow, it's Tuesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
I did it!
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Hey, Pete.
Yeah.
What was going on there?
Wait.
I don't know. I think I changed the mode
Wait.
of the playback.
Wait for what?
Yeah.
Did you hit the
They're
time?
made for
No.
to the yeah.
Huh?
network starting at 6
What?
a.m. And
Huh?
Polka Hall of Famer Billy Bellina breakfast. Saturdays were I can't made shut
for
it off.
polka.
Tune in to the Polka Jammer Network starting
the
at 6
hell?
a.m. and Polka Hall of There we go.
I need two turntables and a microphone now.
Yeah.
Two
Wait.
turn.
Apparently it's different modes. I don't know.
You do realize, Ken, that half the people listening have no idea what that would be referring to. Now you are going back, but we're going to go back anyway, back to the 80s. Okay. All right. We're good.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
All right.
One never knows.
You know what? I yelled at you guys for forgetting how things work after 2 weeks, but I neglected to officially say the woman behind the glass, my Robin Quivers, and I did it again. That's
Wrong
Pete's sound.
one?
That's
Well,
Pete-
either one is actually
and you know,
apropos.
but
That
ironically, they're
works.
both next to each other.
Okay.
And you're good with the cat thing anyway.
I'm good with the cat thing. I'm just surrounded.
Going back to the cat thing.
Yes.
Are you feeding more
Oh,
cats?
jeepers.
Did I see that right?
Ken, honestly, I had this. Well, we live out in the country. We live out in farm country, and honestly, for all of you animal activists, no, we're not overrun with stray cats and kittens. I have spent hundreds of dollars fixing cats, and I actually have not had a litter of kittens in any of the barns in years and years. But there's this large black cat who wandered in. Now, he's been around for a long time. He's not in my barn. I don't know where he comes from. He's quite feral. And he'd injured his paw. So, of course, being the idiot that I am, I thought, well, he can't really hunt well. So I'll put some food out. So he came running up on the deck, and he ate it. And he ate it all right away. So I said, well, he's probably really hungry. So and he's this great big cat. So I put out more food, and he ate that. Well, come to find out, apparently what I am feeding is one very large black cat, one smaller black cat, one orange cat, and just for good luck, an opossum who's really enjoying the cat food.
Technically, I found out that an opossum is in a different country, and around here we actually have possum.
Do we?
Yeah.
I always say opossum.
I know.
Did I tell you about the noise on my deck? Holy moly. I'm laying in bed, and I can hear all this noise, and it's a lot. It's tumbling and chairs. So now if you're an aficionado of horror movies, when they go to open the door and you're yelling, "Don't open the door." You know that scene where they go into the basement and you say, "Don't."
Oh, no.
open the
We
basement."
really should go hide underneath all the
Yeah.
15 chainsaws over
Yes,
in the corner.
yes. Let's hide behind the chainsaws. Yes. Well, of course, I'm hearing all these noises.
But wait a
on
minute,
my
there's a
porch.
perfectly good running car right over there.
I love that ad. And I love the look on the guy going. Anyway, so I'm hearing all these noises. Now, common sense would say, Kath, don't go look. Just stay upstairs. But I didn't. I went downstairs in the middle of the night, turned on the light, and I had no less than 5 that I could see. Ooh, huge raccoons, literally trying to disassemble my deck. I mean, they were turning chairs over. They were on the table. They were trying to go through and they were huge. And raccoons, guys, you might think they're cute. They are not nice. They do not run away. I'm banging on the door. I'm barking. Of course, the dog is sleeping. Dog doesn't care. I'm banging. I'm yelling. And they just looked at me and went right about what they were doing. Didn't care. Oh, well, that's what living in and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm done.
Good, because it's time to do the top of the hour. When we get back on the other side of the hour, a mini making the list.
Take what you want and more. Shop until you drop. Voodoo consumer, never stop. Load up on supplies. No sale, no compromise. Gun crazy down the mall. Voodoo consumer, take it all. Eat this, drink this, try this, charge it, it's fabulous. Step right up and take it. It's fabulous. If you can't afford it, fake it. Be deviously dangerous, ridiculously cool. Let's make it fabulous. 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 Drive me to the bank. Kneel down and give me thanks. Grab your credit card, voodoo consumer, kiss me hard. Eat this, drink this, try this, charge it, it's fabulous. Step right up and take it, it's fabulous. If you can't afford it, fake it. Be deviously dangerous, ridiculously cool. Let's make it fabulous. Too late, voodoo consumer terminate. Eat this, drink this, try this, buy this, wear this, buy this, play this, charge it, it's fabulous. Step right up and take it, it's fabulous. If you can't afford it, fake it. Be deviously dangerous, ridiculously marvelous, meticulously treacherous, disarduously cruel. Just make it fabulous. 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 Fabulous.
Support for community radio on WSKB provided by Westfield Electroplating, Employing over 140 skilled platers, painters, and technicians, Westfield Electroplating was founded in 1946 and was the first company in the country to achieve National Aerospace and Defense Contractor Program accreditation, proudly maintaining that status for over a decade. Westfield Electroplating provides over 50 quality finishes to meet your corrosion, cosmetic, or performance needs. On the web at www.westfieldplating.com or 413-568-3716. Westfield Electroplating, putting the finishing touches on technology.
Join us every Thursday morning
from 6 until at least 7:30.
Check out the Bobby G and Company Show
right here on WSKB 89.5
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield. Wait for it.
9:05 and a quarter.
Okay, that's good.
Do we have interns today, Pete?
No, we have students.
Students.
Okay. What's the difference? Neither get paid.
Right. But this is part of their regular school day, so they're in class right now.
Uh-huh.
Working
You're
with
their
us.
teacher.
Yeah, you're
It's
their
frightening.
teacher.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I got Mr. Slattery here behind the big control board.
Uh-huh.
I'm doing the audio.
Okay. Inform Mr. Slattery if he is directing the cameraman in here.
Yes.
Nobody gets right up in my grill because I still need to do some dental work.
Okay.
That's my
no
only
close-ups, please.
Yeah, that's my only. And you know what? Even if my
He's shaking
dental
his head.
work was great, you wouldn't want a close up of me anyway. This is as close.
Not
as
ready for prime time.
This is as close. There was a reason why I went on radio 5-6 years ago. I had a radio face.
Okay.
Yeah, this is as close as I get. I promise.
I like that.
I promise.
Okay.
All right. We are going to play. By the way, Hope Tremblay in the studio.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Hope.
All right.
Welcome back.
Good morning.
Now, normally, we talk about paper things and local things and your travel things, but we've been itching to play Making a List. We're not going to play a full version. We're going to do a little mini version.
Because Bob
here.
had to go watch Regis and Kelly.
Yeah. Well, usually there's several others as well, and this doesn't change the standings. Even if you by some reason win this time,
I'm still the champion of the normal.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So if I win,
2 for 2.
Let me say, when I win, that does not take away your official title.
Okay.
So people may ask, what is the topic?
If I could. Oh, God.
Here we go. Here's the topic.
Maybe we can get one of these students to score this.
I'm going to score it. I can score it. I got the spreadsheet
right.
set up.
I mean, when you have interns, you put them to work.
I am. They didn't sign up for a math class.
That's true. They told me there wouldn't be any math.
Little did you know.
I think Bob's happy he's not here for this one. He told me in the hallway, I don't know anything about Van Halen.
So this is the sounds of Intruder in the background.
I had a tough time with this one. It's like choosing a child.
Intruder, of course, coming off of the Diver Down album, which was a strange album for them compared to all of the other albums.
They've had a few strange albums over the years, honestly.
All right, so you hear how that changes over to Oh Pretty Woman.
Yes.
Okay? That's one of the strange things with Diver Down. You know, they had that. They had Dancing in the Street originally by Martha and the Vandellas on it. And that album is when Eddie really started to go crazy with these solo intros to some of these tunes. And so, obviously, this is going to be a show about Van Halen.
Yeah.
What, in your opinion, is the best Van Halen song? That's what we're doing today.
Yep.
And the music goes all over the place.
I'm torn. Do you do
If
do you do Van Hagar?
Yep.
You
It
know?
was hard. I sent a couple options because I just couldn't pick.
So you made Pete pick?
No, she got her first one.
I gave him a first and second choice for David Lee Roth, but I also threw in a favorite for Sammy because they're so different.
I took
Because
the
you're
first
up
one on
against
your
three
list.
people here.
Well, yeah, and I don't. Gary was so short-lived. I don't even think of him as a lead singer of Van Halen.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Even though he is the reason I met Eddie Van Halen. Because when he joined, they did, he had obviously been with Extreme and was very close to Boston. So Hard Rock in Boston did this very small, intimate thing with Van Halen at the Hard Rock, and I got to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to go on stage and meet them and hug and get pictures and stuff like that. So I can't diss Gary because without Gary, I would not have, touched Eddie Van Halen. But when I think of Van Halen songs, I didn't even consider anything from the Gary time.
Did you feel that you were moving in on Valerie Bertinelli at the time?
No, they had long been divorced. I believe it was the
so this wasn't that long ago.
This was
compared to
it was
the
when
whole,
Gary had joined, so it was late 90s, mid to late 90s.
Yeah. Kathy, what's your take on Van Halen, and how did you feel about having to go about picking a song?
Well, I think part of the issue here is, of course, you guys were younger when he was very popular, and I did hear some of his music, and I did listen to it. But we tend to, as we age, and you're going to find this because you're now moving out of that generation. I hate to break the news to you kids, but you tend to like the songs you grew up with. So, I'm not quite Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra, okay? I'm not Vic Damone. But I grew up with the Rolling Stones and the Beatles and those types, even Elvis. So it's hard to, it's really hard because it's not, hard rock isn't what I listen to. In the 80s and 90s, I was busy raising children and changing diapers and dropping off soccer players. So, and I hope you understand that because that's where you are now.
Yeah, I don't get today's music.
Yeah, if you had to pick today's music, it would be difficult.
It would.
So for me, I don't really have as strong a reference as you three do. It wasn't my time, and I was doing other things.
Yeah, I could still tear apart Rolling Stones or the Beatles.
Yes, but that's because you've been exposed to them, and the business you're in, you've been exposed to them.
True enough.
And you
I'll
tend
give
to
you
listen
that.
Most
to
people
music.
identify with the music of their high school years.
Exactly. When you're into listening to that kind of thing. But that doesn't mean that I can't appreciate the fact that he really was a musical genius and extremely talented, more so than any other guitar players that have really come along. I hated Jimi Hendrix. Ugh. But anyway, that's another topic. So I appreciate it.
That's why I love Stevie Ray Vaughan.
As far as picking the best Van Halen, I agree with Hope. I don't think you can.
This is gonna be a tough one
because his music is so different. First of all, it was so innovative. He is so talented. So what are you picking? Are you picking the best song because he's done the best guitar solo in it? Are you picking the best song because it has the best lyrics? Are you picking the song because it has the best theatrics in it? I mean, let's face it. 80s music, what is 80s music? A lot of hair, skin-tight, wacky costumes, and gyrating around the stage.
They're from the 70s.
Did you realize he played the guitar tracks on Beat It?
No.
Michael
Eddie
Jackson's
Van
Beat It.
Halen did the solo on Beat It.
And he played the entire guitar track. And also,
first take.
According to legend, Michael Jackson had left when Eddie laid down his track.
Yes.
And
I did
he
hear
helped
that.
him rearrange the song so it made more sense. And Michael Jackson loved it.
I did see that.
So basically, he
yeah,
produced
yeah,
the single.
Yeah. And he did it in one take. The solo that was recorded was the one. It was the only one.
So picking one, I don't know. I listen to them, and I agree with Hope. It's like picking one of your children that's your favorite. We won't tell, though, Hope.
All right. Bob Plass isn't here to take 25 minutes to tell us how this is played. We all know how it's played, but if you're watching or listening for the first time.
Wait. No, we don't know how it's played. And I've been doing this for how many years?
The rules change as you go along.
They do.
We play a song, we critique the song, and then we give it a score of 0 to 10. The person at the end with the highest score wins. And that's how it's done.
Yep. Ready for the first song?
Ready for song 1?
Yep.
All right.
Right Now is from the group Van Halen for their album for Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. The song reflects on living for the moment and not being afraid of making a change. Vocalist Sammy Hagar has said that he was writing the lyrics to this song at the studio very late one night, and he heard Eddie Van Halen in an adjacent room working on a piano melody. Hagar said he suddenly realized we're writing the same song, so he walked into the room and began singing his words over Eddie's music. According to Eddie, the instrumental dates back to 1983 before I wrote Jump. It didn't come out until 1992 or 93 or something like that because nobody wanted to do anything with it. An early version of the melody appears in the 84 movie The Wildlife, which was scored by Eddie. Eddie also stated that before Hagar was hired to replace David Lee Roth, he considered an album that would feature various guest singers, with Joe Cocker assigned to Right Now.
You said once again that album name was?
For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge.
For Unlawful Carnal with a C, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Knowledge with a K.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, you see what I did there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I see what they did.
I'm trying to explain what they try to do with the
I
name
know
of
they
that
did.
album. Yeah. All right, so I guess that was yours.
Yes.
Are you going to give yourself a 5?
No. No, God, that's for me. That is one of the most iconic. For me personally, it's one of the most iconic Van Halen songs because it's just got a rocket beat and melody, and it just never lets go. And the fact is, I've used this song for more sports videos and other videos where you need that quick edit point, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I've used it more often in my career than almost any other song except for like Walk of Life or something like that. But yeah, it's just a great song overall, and it is definitely most 100% a 10.
You know, I have a feeling this may be one of our highest scoring episodes. That's it's going to happen. We may end up with a tie at the end.
Right.
I know.
Right.
Yeah. The video for that tune was even epic.
Yes, it was.
And during the song, Hope and I were talking, and you know what? That could fit today. You know, you could make a video about the Rona and have that music playing, and it would make sense.
Exactly.
I love how Van Halen got older, and this happens with it happened with Ozzy Osbourne. You know, it happened with Led Zeppelin. The music really matures. You start adding more instrumentation. It started in 1984 with the synthesizer. And then after 1984, onto the 5150, then OU-8 then 4 Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. We added more keyboarding, more piano. The piano in that song is beautiful. I can't give it a 10 because I'm only going to give myself a 10 for this one. But that one's going to get an 8 from me just to keep things interesting.
Okay. Hope.
Well, I am wearing the Right Here, Right Now 1993 tour concert. It actually has the dates on the back. I saw them in Mansfield when it was, oh, God, I don't know. It's been so many different things. I don't even know what they call that spot now. But July 7th, 1993, I saw this Right Here, Right Now concert. So this was one that I thought about, too, because how relevant it feels right now. Yeah. And I think that... oh man, I'm gonna give you an 8.5. Only because it's so relevant. I want to get high marks. I'm giving myself a higher mark.
It's a timeless. It's a timeless
But it is.
song.
It's timeless. You could plug this in at any point in time and have it be relevant to something. So I appreciate that. I love the piano in this also.
Yeah.
It's not your typical hard rocking Van Halen song. This is a Sammy Hagar feel.
This is Van Hagar, definitely.
Yeah. And I enjoy it.
It's almost like the song was written for him.
Well, it sounded like it was. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Basically,
I did
that's
write
what he
it
said.
for him.
Yeah.
So.
He said we're writing the same damn song.
Exactly.
Yep. So.
Yeah.
8.5. I love that song.
All right. Kathy.
I'm going with a 10.
Wow, nice.
Well, first of all,
It's one of the only Van Halen songs she recognizes.
No, that's not so. That's not so. Because it has, I like the long intro, I like the build-up, I like the musical. It adds a tenseness to it. You're waiting to see what it's going to.
Yeah, it's got a great build.
You're waiting to see what he's going to do with this, and I love the keyboard. I love the keyboarding in it, and I like the message. So there you go.
Nice.
It's a 10.
All right, we have all scored.
Yes.
All right. Are we ready for song number 2, Pete?
We are.
All right, let's do it.
Have you seen her? So bad and pretty, moving with a style and ease. And I feel her from across the room. Yes, it's love in the third degree. Ooh, baby, baby, won't you turn your head my way? Ooh, baby, baby, come on, take a dance. You're old enough to dance the night away. Oh, dance the night away. A light wire, barely a beginner, but just watch that lady go. She's on fire, 'cause dancing gets her higher than anything else she knows. Ooh, baby, baby, won't you turn your head my way? Ooh, baby, baby, well, don't skip romance, 'cause you're old enough to dance the night away. Oh, dance the night
Dance the Night Away.
That was my third choice.
Oh, really?
I know. I know.
I think I picked a good one then.
Yeah,
I
you
believe
did.
that's off of Van
Yeah, you
Halen 2.
No.
Is it off of 1?
Ooh.
It's
The
1.
original.
It's off of 1. I couldn't remember 1 or 2, but
It's an original
it's
version.
one of the very originals, and that's why I picked it. It's definitely, early 80s rock and roll. It has that sound to it. It has the formula to it, but it has a ripping bass line to it.
It does.
It does.
The bass line is just crazy. And then you have Eddie coming in with this fingering where it's very prominent. You know that he has both hands on the fretboard.
Yeah, how does he do that?
and it's just so prominent there.
Yeah, can't even follow it.
Yeah, that idea is kind of like behind how slap bass works, and you hit those strings the right way on the fretboard, and they'll do what you want to do. And that was one of his big trademarks.
And didn't I read somewhere that when he got older, he was teaching people how to do that? In the beginning, he was keeping the guitar hidden so they couldn't see it.
Well, I think when he knew what was going on, when he developed throat cancer and stuff like
he
that.
started teaching people how to do it.
So this is them just starting out too. So you have him going nuts on the fingerboard. You have a ripping bass line going on it, and then the harmony between all of them, and it helps that two of them are siblings. But Michael Anthony comes in harmony too. They do 3-part harmony when they're singing up against Roth on that one, and it's just powerful 80s clean rock and roll with sounds that you didn't hear in any other band. This was a very unique sounding song. And then, of course, it's one of the first times that we heard David Lee Roth kind of squeal, which he did throughout the following 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 albums.
Jesus,
Yeah.
Squealer.
So, obviously, I'm giving it a 10.
All right, I'll go next because, Ken, you ready for this? That was my first choice, too.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
No.
Oh, no.
I actually was going to guess it was Kathy's.
Yeah, it
When I
was
was
my
listening
first
to it.
choice, too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because in
And I
addition...
give her the buzzer on that one.
Yeah, yeah. And in addition to everything that you said about it, which I absolutely agree with, I also think the song delivers because it's a danceable song. How many fast songs do you hear and hard rock songs that you really can't dance to? You can listen, but you can't dance. And this is one that it delivers what it said. It's a dancing number. You hear this song and you immediately want to move. You want to have fun. It's fun. It's fun to listen to. It's fun to dance to. I think it really delivers all the points that a good song has to. I'm going to give you a 10, baby boy.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I know. See, I can't. Even though these weren't my generation, I cannot pick one. I can't.
Yeah, I knew it right at the beginning. This is going to be a high scoring.
It's limited.
Yeah,
It's like, how do you pick your best Elvis ballad, or how do you pick your best Beatles or your best Stones?
They had so many top 40 hits, you know.
Yeah. How do we do this, guys? I don't wanna.
Hope, seeing I picked one of your picks or possible picks.
No, that wasn't one of my possible picks.
What was it? Your number
No.
2 or number? Oh, it was yours, Pete. Okay, I'm sorry.
It was my number 3, and it was her number 1, but
My
she got
number
bumped
one?
because you got it in first.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
that so
Yeah.
I bumped.
Kathy's.
You bumped Kathy.
Got bumped, Kathy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
You bumped
Yeah,
All right.
you bully. You
Well, he gets
mean-
it in first, so.
Yep. I didn't even send mine till yesterday because I just couldn't decide. But, I of course like this song, and I agree. You want to dance to it, you want to move to it. It's still a good song. 30 some odd years later, 40 years later.
Oh, we're getting
It's
into the 40s.
Well, it's from Van Halen 1, so it's
Man,
1978.
how do you
actually.
guys like it?
So yeah, it's 41 years old, 42 years old, 42. Good Lord, I'm older than that song a little bit, but I'm going with an 8. That I like that song, but it was not in my top 10. I had a hard time narrowing it down, and that didn't make my top 10. But I enjoy it, and it's Van Halen, so I'm going with an 8.
I really enjoyed that song,
I was
too.
middle school. Now that I'm thinking of it, oh my gosh.
I was 6.
I was 94.
How were you in middle school? That came out in 1978.
I was really introduced to it in middle school.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't listening to that right
yeah,
at
no,
the
I was
beginning.
still Wheels on the Bus, you know.
Yeah.
The wheels of the bus.
Yeah, I actually used to draw the VH logo on the
me
front of my
too,
school
yes.
book, but at that point I had never heard a single song from them because my mom was listening to disco.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mom. I love you for that too.
Hey.
All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Pete.
So I really like that song. I agree with everybody saying you could dance to it. Is one of the better Van Halen tunes. I think to keep it interesting, because I was teetering.
I know what he's gonna do.
I was teetering between an 8.5 and a 9. I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, is that all of us?
No.
That's everybody.
No. Oh, for voting, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
2 songs down.
We're good for song number 3?
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
At night I walk this stinking street past the crazies on my block, and I see the same old faces, and I hear that
desperate part of town turns you from hunted into hunter. You go and hunt somebody down. Wait a minute now. Somebody said, fair warning, Lord. Lord, strike that poor boy down.
Will the person whose tune that was please speak up?
Are you surprised?
Yes, yes.
Are you
I had a different theory on this altogether.
All right.
And I had a real good theory if it was correct too, which it's not correct.
Yes, we got him.
I honestly thought that Hope had heard this on XM radio while she was traveling and forgot all about it until it came on XM radio. But
Okay.
no, okay, Kathy.
No, it was mine. It was mine.
Explain, Lucy.
Explain. First of all, I love the beginning, the heavy electric sound in the beginning. And then the switch, when it switches a couple measures in, I love that. I think it showcases everything that this band can possibly do as far as your bass, your percussion. And please, when you hear him playing, it gives me chills when I hear his little solo in the middle of it that he's playing. It gives me chills because there's just so much talent behind the whole band. Bands and ensembles, yes, they need Eddie Van Halen, obviously, but it's about the meshing of everyone together. And this is, to me, is a quintessential hard rock sound that only he can come up and do. No one else could do that song. Nobody else could do that song. Plus, Mean Streets, the lyrics, that's today, folks. We got some pretty mean streets out there. And they are the same people that we're seeing all the time. So it just appeals to me.
See that mix?
And it's different because I know you think I would pick something soft and easy that I can identify with.
I thought you would have picked something that might have been played on the radio and not something you would only hear if you have the album.
Like Love Comes Walking In or something like that?
No. I don't listen to the radio, guys. I do not listen to the radio. I don't have XM. I don't have Sirius. I do not listen to
How
the
many
radio
songs did you
at
have
all.
to go through on YouTube in order for you to get down to that one?
I'm not sure. I listened to them on and off. When I had something not to do, if I was in the kitchen, I'd put them on and I'd listen to them.
So what do you give yourself?
Well, I've got to give myself a 10 now. Really, are you serious? What do you think I'm going to do?
All right, a 10 for Kathy.
Yep. So my thing was, I got to talk about this one because this reminds me of like a 70s Jethro Tull or Rush. You know that power trio where the real bass forward, like there was bass forward on the whole on the whole thing.
Yeah, there is.
It was like seriously bass forward, and then you get, if you listen to it in your headphones, you're getting the bass playing on one side, on the right hand side, and you're getting the guitar drifting off to the left and then coming back to center, and it's just a really cool sound effect if you're listening to it in headphones. And it's just a straight up rocker. It is what Van Halen is. Well, they had the pop era when David Lee Roth was there, and then they had the rock and blues era when Sammy Hagar was there. But this is quintessential Van Halen. It's just straight up rock. I'm going to give it a 10.
Oh.
We fooled you. You thought that was me. But I agree. Like,
I would've
you hear
thought it
that
was
song
you.
and it starts and you're like, Van Halen. And there's just nothing better. That bass is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The guitar is amazing.
It-
The vocals.
Doesn't it just give you chills?
Yeah,
up
I
your
love that
back
song.
when you hear him playing that.
And it's funny because we were talking about the Dance the Night Away. It's a dance song. This is not a dance song.
No,
this
that's
is a
exactly what I meant.
bang your head kind of song, and that's
Jump-
Van
just
Halen.
jump.
And I'm giving it a 9.
I like it for all the reasons I had liked Dance the Night Away, because that's all fitting on that as well. However, the topic is best Van Halen song.
Here he goes with the rules again, Hope.
All right.
No, it's your interpretation.
That's a great tune, but it can't be in the top 15, top 20 best.
I see what you're doing here.
So just to keep it simple or keep it interesting, as we've been doing all along, and like I said, it's going to be a high-scoring game all along. You played something most of our listeners wouldn't have recognized, but it's still great.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to do math. I'm trying to make a 4-way tie happen. I'm going to go 8.5.
You're funny.
I'm trying to do some
Again,
math
I
in
was
my
told
head.
there would be no math if I came here.
And you were told it was fair. Hope. This has
I don't think I was
never
ever
been
told that.
fair.
I don't
yeah,
think
this
I was
has
told
nothing
that.
to do with fair.
Are we ready for the next one?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. I guess we know who it's going to be.
Yep.
Good one.
I have the news, baby, all about your disease. Yeah, you may have all you want, baby, but I got something you need. Oh yeah, you're talking about love. My love is right to the core. You're talking about love, just like I told you before. Yeah, before you know you're semi-good looking. In on the streets again. Oh yeah, you think you're really cooking, baby? You better find yourself a friend. My friend, it's talking about love. My love is right to the core. And it's talking about love. Just like I told you before. Before. It's talking about love. Baby's right into the core. It's talking about love. Just like I told you before. I've been to the edge. There I stood and looked down. You know I lost a lot of friends there, baby. I got no time to mess around. So if you want it, got to bleed, boy, baby. Yeah, got to bleed, baby. You got to bleed, baby. Got to bleed, baby. Ain't talking about love. The love is running to the core. Ain't talking about love. Just like I told you before. Ain't talking about love. So wanna talk
No penalty for overuse of a flanger on that one.
No, none whatsoever.
Or make it sound like a keyboard, or make it sound like
I know.
a violin.
It's amazing. That song is amazing.
How many pedals are there on that board?
Yeah.
And that's from their first album also. So I reached back. I was just telling Ken while we were listening that I listened to a lot of Van Halen. So I listen to Van Halen a lot because they're my jam. And like, seriously, when the day Eddie died, my best friend calls me and she's like, "I'm so sorry." You know, like, I was getting sympathy calls.
Like a
from
family
people.
member.
Yeah, exactly. So I was saying I was listening to a lot of Van Halen this week and thinking about what I wanted to do. And I didn't even listen to the song because I just think I always just knew this was my quintessential #1 Van Halen song. And like I said, it sounds like it's like, is that really just a guitar? Like, what is that? What is that crazy, instrument? Because he makes it sound like so many different things.
Doesn't he?
Unchained was my second.
Yeah, I'm
pick.
surprised that one didn't come up.
That was my second pick. And then for the Sammy Hagar years, my pick was Best of Both Worlds. But this song to me is Van Halen. And I've seen Van Halen about 5 or 6 times in concert. And this song is almost always the last song because everyone just gets so pumped up. And then Alex does like an amazing drum solo live to this song. It's fabulous. So I give myself a 10, obviously.
I was going to ask you if you've ever seen that.
10 and a small little tear coming out of the corner of your eye right now.
I know. It's so sad for me.
All right. That was one of the songs I was considering. And obviously I can't score things like I scored my own song because I just don't do that. Some folks like Pete does it. Some folks like Kathy does it. I can't score myself. I can't score anyone the same as I score myself. That's just something I've done all along.
You sound like the teacher who won't give anyone an A.
Yeah.
I don't do that because there's always room for improvement.
A-.
You know, since Kathy opened up her mouth, I forgot what direction I was going to go in on that.
That was my point.
Yeah, Unchained again. Okay, now that I said Unchained, that reminds me where I was going. 3 out of 4 of us chose older Van Halen. All right, Pete was the only one who picked Van Hagar.
Because I love Sammy's voice.
I do too.
And you know what? The music got more musicianship than in the showmanship days of David Lee Roth.
Oh yeah,
far more showmanship in that era that got him a lot of commercial success. But the better songs were in the Hagar era. Sorry.
Interesting.
There were good songs all over, and that's why I said this is going to be a very tough one.
It is. I mean, Eruption was up there for me. Just as a guitar. That's not a whole.
That's
Van
a song
Halen
that Michael Buster McMahon played on Monday.
Cathedral.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's
so many of them.
316 is just a sweet little song. So
yeah. So obviously, I want to keep things interesting, and I would have done an 8.5, but just because I love the movie Better Off Dead, and for those of you who, most of you know what I'm talking about. There's a scene in the movie where a hamburger becomes animated and dances to this tune. All right. Now, it's a movie with the paper boy. $2. I want my $2. All right.
Yeah.
Some people listening might not.
Okay.
Get the reference. So because of Better Off Dead, this moves you from an 8.5 to a 9.
Ooh. All right.
All righty. I'll go next. I love this song. I'll go with a 9 easily because I just love. It must be a fabulous song to have watched performed live.
Oh, it's amazing.
This to me is a number that you have to see to appreciate it. But I absolutely know what you're saying when you said he waited till the end.
Yeah.
Because it just whips the crowd up into a frenzy, and by then you can just see them all screaming and jumping up and down and trying to sing the lyrics, which of course no one ever really knows, but they try to sing them anyway.
Yes.
But that's a really fun number. It's a heavy, fun
Yeah.
number, and the instrumentation in it is just, it blows my mind away. It really
I love
does.
that part in the middle where
I don't even know what it is.
I've been to the edge, and I look down, and the guitar
Yeah.
changes, and
Yeah.
I don't even know what they're playing. I have no clue. When you said, what's the instrument?
I think there's a combination of a flanger, phaser, and a wah going on there all at the same time.
some whammy bar going on.
Do you remember that clip you did about the newscast and not knowing what they said that you did earlier?
Okay, yeah,
That's what you just sounded like to me.
They're different. They're different effect pedals.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you give it?
I gave it a 9.
All right.
See, I'm hovering in between everybody else. I love that song. It's to me, it's a classic. I think I'm just gonna give it a 9.5.
Woo!
Okay.
All right. We have all scored. We have heard all of the music. A little bit of
And you know what?
tallying, calculating music while we gather our
Oh,
scores.
see, I want to do an Eddie Van Halen guitar solo.
Are you ready with it?
Yes.
All right. Do it. I forgot about this one. Oh, the mic is hot.
So many good solos.
See, that reminds me a lot of my grandfather's classical stuff.
It does, yeah.
That's a classical, almost like a flamenco guitar.
Yeah, he could do it all.
Yep.
And you know what's interesting too is when you first came out with the topic, I asked a lot of my nieces and nephews that are more of your generation of what their favorite song was. Nobody comes up with the same one.
Yeah.
I know, isn't it crazy?
Everybody has, and they all have their favorite Van Halen style.
Yeah.
Or Van Halen, like you said, the singer, whether you like whoever you like. I couldn't get a consensus.
I actually, my kids occasionally still ask me to sing to them at night, but I always sang to them every night, and I would sing my own little acoustic version of Jump to them at bedtime.
Oh, now I want to move in with you.
I am not singing Jump to you.
All right, so ready for the scores?
Darn
Yes.
it.
We got them.
Tied for second. That's as low as it goes.
Wow.
With 36.5 points are me and Ken right now and Dancing the Night Away,
Nice.
36.5. And tied for first.
Oh, I was off with my math.
Yes, you were.
Ah.
Hope with Ain't Talking About Love, 37.5. And Kathy with Mean Street with 37.5.
All right.
So there's a point difference between all four of us.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, there's a point difference between two of us each. So the bottom two were 36.5.
Right.
And the top two were 37.
That's what I'm saying. There's a point
Yeah.
between.
It
point,
is
yeah.
a point. Yeah.
Wow.
Out of 40.
Yeah.
It was really tough. It was really tough.
That was really hard.
Yep.
I knew the scoring was going to be
Yeah.
something similar to that. And that's something that'll never, ever, ever happen again. I'm making the list. I don't think we're going to ever have a score like that again.
You had a narrow
Unless we do another
topic.
Van Halen.
Yeah, or
topic.
something iconic like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You had a narrow window there.
Yeah, that's going to require, the moon falling in phase with the planets, with you coming in on the second Tuesday of the month, and somebody really popular and famous kicking the bucket.
While the satellite is going overhead.
They're always over.
Well, there was a new Shepherd launch while we were doing this, so. Did you know that, Ken?
A what?
A new Shepherd launch.
While we were doing this?
Yeah.
Down in Australia?
No, out in the desert Southwest. New Shepherd, Blue Origin.
Oh, Blue Origin. Yeah. Okay.
Did another test flight.
Yeah. It's all they really seem to be doing is test flights.
Yeah, they're kind of
So,
boring.
yeah.
Anyways, that's why I didn't pull it up.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't really following. I'm still thinking about going down to Florida on the 30th.
They rescheduled it.
Did they?
Yeah,
Okay.
middle of November now.
I am no longer thinking about going to Florida on the 30th.
Yeah. There was that thing when it stopped at minus 0.2 seconds, the one we were doing.
Yeah.
That they're reviewing data on that before they do a manned launch.
Oh, okay. So they do it once and that's it.
Yeah, well, they had two
Yeah.
aborts within 2 minutes. So
Yeah.
one at 7 and one at 2. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna review some data before we do another manned launch."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Postpone with a date?
Not yet.
Okay.
No earlier than mid-November.
All right. I can still do that.
I'm waiting for a Falcon Heavy.
Check your boss.
But you are self-employed.
I can do that. And you know what? I realized the other night, now that I don't have to ask permission or beg for somebody to pay for me to go to a convention, I can go to any damn convention I want now. There aren't any conventions to go to. And, you know, I really like going to conventions. You know, I always learn something. If you're at the right table at the right time for a raffle, you end up taking some decent free swag home. But that's just not happening.
I love the videos you bring back.
Mhm.
Videos are they blow my mind away with some of the stuff you've brought back.
Well, I am planning on a photo shoot in Nevada the week before Christmas, just so I can take a picture of Christmas in the desert. Even though I hate Christmas, I'm still gonna do this because I might enjoy it after being out in the desert for it.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm still in Halloween mode, so
Yeah.
you know.
You know, I have to go to conventions to learn how to improve myself and improve my business so I can make more money to pay for the increase in my subscription. Hope.
Way to transition, Ken.
With only 20 seconds left.
That's right. Hey, you're getting a lot for your money.
I'm going to say
we are still publishing every day. Lots of papers have folded during, just in general, but during COVID, and we are still making it happen every day.
It's only
from our new office.
It's only $8 a week. I mean,
$8.
$8 a week, and I get both papers.
I know.
And they're
it's
right
a good
outside my
deal.
door.
Exactly.
I mean,
it's a good deal still.
Yeah.
And you still can get, for folks who just want to get the Westfield News only, you can still get it. But they go quick. I had someone send me a message the other day. I went to, whatever store it was, and they didn't have any papers. I'm like, then they're already out because, So I think with this subscription, there are people who don't maybe want both are buying them quicker. So get it fast or subscribe because it's worth it. And I wanted to put a quick plug in. This past weekend, our paper and the Penny Saver also had the Pumpkin Fest drawing. It's a Shannon Chiba from Westfield made this beautiful, lovely pumpkin drawing and original artwork.
Mhm.
And
I
we're
saw that.
asking folks to color it in and be creative and hang it on your door. And the Westfield News Reminder Publishing is a sponsor, so that's something where we wanted folks to be encouraged to do and participate in Pumpkin Fest.
And if you don't happen to still have that pumpkin or can't find it, you can go to the Westfield on Weekends website. I have all 3 of Shannon's drawings up
Yes.
there for download.
Yeah, we picked one, like the sort of simplest one, but
Mhm.
there are other ones. You could also, contact me if you can't find it anywhere else, and I could send
All right, so no excuse to not be able to find one of these.
Exactly.
Between the 2 of us and our several different options. Next week, Chef John Slattery is in his house. His son is working down here now.
He's directing.
He's actually directing,
Yeah.
right? And who do we have out here operating camera?
Well, but he can tell
You have to be louder. Aiden. All right. I call them interns. Now I have a first name, so now I feel a little
There you go.
closer, and it's a little more personal now.
You know what I want to know? Do these guys know Van Halen? All right.
Mr.
Thank you,
Slattery
Aiden.
was
Yeah. So next week is Chef John. The following week, a pre-election special. I'm going to be going over the questions as I usually do in a state, and when a state has questions on their ballot. I'll be doing that. I might be doing something for Halloween. I don't know yet. I still have time to figure that one out. Hope, thanks for coming in and winning, making the list again. Or
With Kathy.
Co-winning it.
Co-winning it.
Co-winning it.
We make a team.
That's all I got time for. I'll catch you next time.